So this is Levito, and he was born last year. And when we went to wean him, which means you take them away from their mother at that point, they've had enough milk from their mom, and they start eating on their own and everything. He was about 5 months old, and we separated him. And what most people do is they like to put young horses with young horses so they have someone to play with. So I put him with his half-brother, and they were turning out every day together as playmates and then coming in. Everything was fine. One day the guys called me in and said that Levito couldn't walk. And, you know, instant scare, you don't know what they've done.
Yeah.
Looking at him, he was dragging his back leg. I brought him in the barn, I called the vet, he wouldn't stand on it. The local vet came and told me that, you know, he felt he broke something and that needs an x-ray. But he needed to be laid down to do that. It couldn't be a standing x-ray. So I called Dr. Furlong, which is a big medical clinic down in South Jersey, and he told me I need to get him on a trailer and get him down there. So I did, put him in a trailer, he loaded right up, he stood on 3 legs on the way down. They laid him out, did an x-ray, and found he broke his hip. And basically what he had done was, playing with the other horse, he must have either slid into the fence or something, and he actually slid his growth plate. So normally when a horse breaks his leg, you do put them down because they really pretty much don't do well.
Yeah.
They tried so many, and but they felt that they could try to fix this because it was a growth plate if they put pins in. So we called the leading surgeon, Dr. Richardson from New Bolton Center, and he's down at the University of Pennsylvania. He looked at the x-ray, said, get him down here, I think I can fix him. So he was very honest with me, and he said, listen, I'm going to open him up. If I see any shattering, if there's any shattering, he doesn't feel he'll fix it. But he said, you know, if I feel that I can put pins in it, steel rods, and screws, you know, I'm going to try to fix it for you, and then he'll be a rideable horse. So long story short, they did the surgery. It went super. And they put him back together, and he walked out of the clinic like a champ. 5 days later, brought him home. Everything seemed to be going well, but the problem was because he's so young, he wanted to lay down a lot, and he found that it was hard for him to get up with the broken hip, so sometimes we had to roll him over and help him. And then 6 months later, we took x-rays and found that he had bent all the titanium screws.
And that's when we met.
So, right, so that's
right when we met.
And so I was worried about arthritis, I was worried about his progress. Obviously he's not going to be a big show horse. My ideal for him now is to train him, to ride him under saddle and donate him to one of the handicap programs for handicapped children program. Because he's going to be a large horse, he's very, very sweet, normally very calm. Right now he's a little mad, he's in the barn. But we did break him this summer, we got on him. He walked track canters, he does flying lead changes, he's like a typical horse, except when you see his hip, you'll see it looks different. So I'll pull him out for you, you can see what his hip looks like. We'll turn him out in the round pen, you can see his movement. But, you know, you did make a blanket for him, and we kept that on him. Yep, and it was very, very good for him because we felt that while that process was still healing, that, you know, there were so many good properties on there to keep the inflammation down, to keep him comfortable. The movement was better, and so I really do think it helped in his progress because he's a pretty sound horse now for having a completely broken hip. And being able to function now as a real horse. It does, his hip looks funny, and that's structural, but see how that hip drops? Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, hon. So you can see it's much lower. What are you looking at?
Yeah, can I
oh, yours, you can touch it. Yep.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, baby.
Please, it's okay. It's okay. Don't you remember me?
He's like, oh, I'm excited to be back outside. He hears noises. I know. Look at that.
Yeah, okay.
You're
Here's,
okay.
you see, Carol, this is where there's less muscle.
So I'll go
But but what a difference compared to the way he used to look.
Oh, yeah. I'll turn him out and show you. Stop, you wild one. Very healthy.
Wow, I mean, what a difference.
Stop. Being fresh. Stop. He's like, okay. He wants his friends. Brandy down. Brandy down. You'll get to go out with your friends in a minute. We're trying to show that you're fine. So if he had a really serious... don't you jump out. He can jump.
So guys, what you're saying, Barb?
So just, you know, to explain that this is a horse with a broken hip wouldn't be able to move like this if it was painful or You know, if he doesn't know that it's broken,
Right.
and that it's healed completely now, and all he knows is that, you know, he can move on it like any other horse. I mean, he was in a stall for a good, you know, 6 months. Here, babe.
But you did tell me though after, well, I remember you showing him playing soccer.
Yep.
After 6 weeks.
Yeah. Oh no, he started to move right away. Get out, Brady.
So really, the inflammation was really controlled very quickly
Brandy.
after the surgery.
Oh yeah. Here. But it's really amazing his soundness for having such a broken hip.